Right now you tuned in to another episode of OG Talk the Podcast.
This one goes out to my real ones. I ain't got no.
And right now we got a legend in here. Atlanta legend, pioneer, big homie, city council, leader, mentor, whatever you can add to a name of greatness, add it to this man's name. And we're going to pop this thing off. This your boy Parlay.
Hey, OG Pie.
This OG Talk the Podcast. And if it ain't real,
it's fake.
And right now, like I said, man, we got my dog, a great mentor to me. You know what I'm saying? Big Oomp.
Yes, sir.
Welcome Big Oomp to the building, man.
What up?
Yeah, man. Hey, dog. I'd like to say welcome. First of all,
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, it's our second. You our second guest.
Second guest, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is episode 3, OG Talk the Podcast, and this episode is it really means something to me because you helped me a lot in my life, indirect and direct. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we're gonna get into the interview. We like to start back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? OG Talk, we for the streets. You know what I'm saying? And when I say for the streets, it's when everybody talk about the streets, they always talk about it in a negative light or in a negative way. Or they highlight the negative things that we do that we prosper off of. You know what I'm saying? But nobody never talk about the streets and talk about, yeah, that's cool, but this is how you fix it. This is what you do. This is how you get over this. Because I just feel like when I was coming up, what you heard in the music, they really did that shit. So if somebody said they were pimping in their music, 9 times out of 10, they pimping for real. You know what I'm saying? If somebody said they were hustling and selling dope in their music back then, 9 times out of 10, they was.
All right.
If they were talking killing shit on music back then, 9 times out of 10, they was. So in music, when you heard the music, you got that shit authentic. Because what you heard is what you got. Then when you went outside to the projects, you're going to have different crews and different type of people that do different things. So, you know, you're going to have your drug dealers. Then you got your thieves. Then you got your carjackers. Then you got your robbers. Then you got your finessers. Then you got your white-collar crimes. So when you come up in the projects, you get a chance to see all these different walks of life. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get into it, whoever you, the big homie in whatever that field is, he teach you how to do that to the best of your abilities. So if you're going to steal cars, he going to teach you, nah, we ain't using screwdrivers. We do this, and this. So you're going to learn the best. Right now, I feel like these kids don't have nobody to teach them the things that they trying to do. So they rely on the music. And in the music right now, the message in the music is like, they're going to lead these kids to a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? So this podcast, I like to show people with people like you, moguls, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurs, leaders, where y'all came from and what y'all took, what took y'all to get where y'all at now. Because in y'all line, they ain't finna hear y'all talking about what y'all used to be doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all used to do. Y'all done transferred and y'all became something else. But me personally, me being from this side and trying to progress to the side that y'all at now, I understand both sides. You see what I'm saying? And I think these stories are important. You know what I'm saying? I take it like when I first met you, I met you brought my son to play football with you. Well, that ain't the first time I met you, but that's the first time me and you had personal contact.
A real
that wasn't,
interaction.
Yeah, that wasn't music. You see what I'm saying? But by this time, I knew Oomp from back then. You see what I'm saying? So my mind frame of you was like, oh, he like me. So it made me feel comfortable because I felt like shit. He with it like I'm with it. So I feel a connection to you. A lot of these kids don't know a lot of these OG stories. So when a lot of these OGs talk, the kids don't listen because they can't relate to them. So we trying to help these kids relate to stories like yours. So maybe you inspire somebody and they be like, you know what, I'm gonna do the same thing, or I like that, or oh, how you do that, and then y'all can really use y'all true voice without having to make it seem like y'all trying too hard or these kids don't want to listen. We here, OG Talk, me and OG Pot here to bridge that gap.
That's right.
So we kick it off. If it ain't real, it's fake. I want to take you way back to when you first came to the city, to Mechanicsville with me, Fayo. Okay. From the stories I heard was, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong, change it or not, is that you was a kid who grew up in a pretty good home. Mm-hmm. Then as you came of age, you got into the streets. You came from what we'll say is a suburb, and then you went to Mechanicsville, one of the hardest projects in Atlanta, and became a big dog.
They say a lot there.
Back in the time where if you were from this project, you went to this project, it was a problem. And especially if you from somewhere and it's not a project, you was ate off the muscle. So I just want to hear, like, how did that come about? You know what I'm saying? And how did you transition into the streets like that?
Somebody coming from what?
From
the good stuff?
Yeah, from the good stuff.
Oh, well, shoot, man. I was still young. I came out of high school. And but in high school, so I started selling weed in high school. Mm-hmm. So I had already got the touch of making fast money and hustling in high school. So out of high school, I kind of started grabbing packs of the other stuff and started my own little moving around and, serving my own little couple of people. And then I ended up hooked up with a homie. He was already down with a dude from Mechanicsville. So, shoot, man, he called me and was like, yo, we're about to set up a spot in Mechanicsville. You want to roll with us? And I took the opportunity to roll with him and then just set up shop, man. And Mechanicsville became my life for 7-8 years.
That's big, too, because last episode we had Killer Mike, and he talked about down by law, strictly business, I refuse, me, Fayo. Like, he mentioned this, and he said he called them street fraternities. And he was like, he always want to big up the street fraternities because these individuals group is what helped build what the city is now. Like, if it weren't for y'all, the stuff we doing, we wouldn't have been doing it. We wouldn't have had the format to do it like this. So it's important. There's a lot of these youngest around here who they call themselves gangster, they gang, but they don't know the origin and the people who paid the way for you to do what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So what y'all were doing wasn't that small. You see what I'm saying? And Chester, for everybody watching, like, tell us about your half-an-ounce trap. They said, them niggas had a half-an-ounce trap, like. I said, what? I said, I wasn't selling no sack, no nick, no dime. They said, like, no. Nigga said, bro, nigga come one time. Niggas don't already know. When they coming at this time, and they leaving at this time. He said, between this time and this time they leave, them folk done sold 1,000 halves, dog.
Well, actually, so the story is that it wasn't halves. It's $100 slab trap.
Woo.
Good God about it.
$100 slab. We do like 30,000, about 20 minutes.
Hold on.
You done for the day.
So 30,000.
That's trapping, nigga.
That's trapping.
That's
dog.
that old school trapping, though, boy.
And so in 20 minutes, y'all was done.
We'll be done for the whole day. I brought the whole hood up. I let the whole hood eat. When I came and set up shop and pumped it up, man, the whole hood came up. Like, niggas didn't have cars and stuff over there. Shoot, man, by the time I set that thing afire, and I wasn't greedy, you know what I mean? So I could have been greedy and pulled 100 a day because it was that much money there a day. But like I say, man, my quote was 30. I do 30, I'm out. So the whole hood came up, man. Sure, after we walk away in our 20-30 minutes, it's still $100,000 worth of money out there to get. So, the whole hood was able to get, man. While we was there, you wasn't no serving. You know what I mean?
Man, that's dope.
So
That's dope.
he said, look, hold on.
Nah, I'm listening to
hold
it.
on. Now, you didn't see how you said it, like, shit, like, smooth, like, yeah, let me say, okay, nobody trap. Hold on. So when y'all was out there, niggas already know. When they come, ain't no serving. This shit
No.
over with.
Yeah, it's our time. When we get there, we set up. You can't serve. When we get off.
I'm just saying, so y'all were doing all that, and y'all weren't having no problems?
No, we ain't had no problem. We did run into a few problems, but shoot, man, it was straightened up.
Hey, salute. Hey, man.
Facts.
And this is Mechanicsville. If y'all don't know, and not the Mechanicsville from the skating ring move ATL. Not that Mechanicsville.
The real Mechanicsville. Boy, in the 80s when that motherfucker was biting.
It's crazy because when we first set up shop, we was a breakdown trap. And the breakdowns were so big, they thought we was the Miami Boys. When we first set up shop, they called us the Miami Boys. They thought the Miami Boys done came back.
Okay, so when y'all was doing all this, give me what's the time frame? Give me the time frame. Like early 90s?
Yeah, this the early 90s.
Early 90s. So this is after Miami Boys came.
They went to war with the, that shit was crazy when they first came and stuff. Yeah, so after they had all settled down,
You know, to make the kind of money he's speaking about, you got to think about it. In Mechanicsville, you got John Hope right there. You still got Pittsburgh. You got Techwood. All this shit right here together. Herner Home, Harry Home. Yeah, University Home. So you made a large sum in areas where it wasn't just money, it was robbers. You had all kind of crews within that little, it's 2 mile radius?
But what separated me from all of that was I had a breakdown trap. I had $100 slab breakdown trap.
Yeah.
Like you come buy $100 slab, you might cut you $200-$300 off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had coming from everywhere, all out of town, all the
East side,
projects. Like
west
you was
side.
coming to me to get your work, or you going back doubling up, tripling up. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's how it really worked.
So how did you transition from the streets into the business mind, business mode? Like what situation transpired to make you be like, you know what, I ain't even doing it no more?
Well, so I met MC Assault, Starving Marvin, DJ Jelly. I met them in 91. But I was still in the streets. Like, my 24/7 was the streets. But I met them. I started investing money into them, like giving them money to build their business, their brand on what they was doing, which was the DJ Jelly MC Assault mixtapes at the time. So I did that. I funded that for close to a year, man, not working with them, but just funding it and growing the business. Excuse me. So, man, I messed around and doggone the feds got on me real bad, man. And when the feds got on me real bad, the heat was so thick to really want no way to run. It was like, you gonna get caught. Like, they own you. So, that's how I got out the streets, running from the feds. Like, I was so scared, I hid for a whole year. Like, nobody saw me.
Y'all youngins, please listen, pay attention. At some point in your time, at some point when you're doing what you're doing, you have to hit this mark and say that, you know what, this ain't what I want. You have to make the transition. So, all y'all listening, who think that you can beat the feds, and all y'all niggas who try, that's why them niggas are saying free them.
Man,
This is a perfect example of, you know what, I done had enough, and I'll make the right decision to stay away. I mean, we gotta get a clap for that right now. You gotta get a clap for that right there, man. You gotta get a clap for that right there, man. Because I think a lot of people don't make that decision right there.
So you know, when you're a big dog, you feel the heat. You know when the heat on you. You start seeing, like, stuff just ain't the same no more. But you got to be smart enough to say, well, that's it. You know what I mean? The ones that get caught, they already done kind of sense the heat. But that money be so good, bro, and it be made so easy to it's hard to say, I ain't getting no more of that money. You know what I mean? You still try to find a way to get it some kind of way, and that some kind of way is what put people in jail.
And you know the funny
Most of the big dogs, man, they already be having their heads up that the popos on them.
Yeah.
They don't never really just get popped out of nowhere. It's already been a investigation on your butt. Somebody been following you. Yeah. Something you done sense like, man, why am I something?
He's saying the same motherfucker.
But you start thinking, all right, let me change this up, let me change that up. And you keep on getting that money because it's so easy and so good. And then next thing you know, man, one mistake, or they finally done got you the right way. When you get 20 and 30 years, they already done had investigated on you. And then most of the time, like I say, they know me, they came so hard to where they missed me. And I was like, boy, I got to run. Because if I don't run, I do one more thing, I'm up out of here. I'm got.
Yeah. So, look, right, I'm going to tell you, right, about this, right? All right, so, then what they say, all right, Jelly come to the club, it's Jelly. So, Jelly doing his thing, y'all mobbing. Okay, boom. You know how the club owner is. Hey, man, it's 30, 40 y'all. Let 5 y'all in, 10 y'all in for free.
Mm-hmm.
They say, what? Oh, no, man, we going to Bum versus security, but we all us getting in.
For free.
They say every club y'all went to, y'all bum versus security.
Well, I'm just saying it worked like that at first until we got the respect. So they knew after the first 2 runs that Jelly and his crew.
Let him in.
Okay, so
like he became, like I said, he became like an artist. He was just a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no other DJs moving around like that.
Yeah. So he was the first DJ moving around, going to different clubs. So he the one that started these DJs going to these different clubs, DJing around the city.
I don't know if he started that, but Jelly was hot. Like the promoters wanted Jelly. You know what I mean? Like they wanted Jelly to start their club out. Shit, all the crunk clubs, Jelly killed it.
Didn't Jelly used to have mixtapes his own, like DJ Jelly mixtapes or something like that he was selling at one time?
Yeah, that's how we started in 91 with the DJ Jelly Young Silver Side mixtapes. We still sell them.
Yeah.
So that's in 91. Then you got the store. So the first store was on Campbellton.
First store was Greenbrier Flea Market.
Greenbrier Flea Market.
Then Old National Flea Market. We still got that store to this day. That's the only store we still got.
And then what store came next?
First it was Greenbrier Flea Market, then Old National, and then I want to say Stewart Avenue. I think it was Stewart Avenue came third. Then Buford Highway. And then I wanted to say the store on Camilton Road in 1996. And I don't know, we ended up with 12 stores. We had 12 stores going at one time. One in the West End, one in Cobb, South Cobb Drive, one Counter Road Flea Market, Buford Highway Flea Market, Stewart Avenue Flea Market, 285 Flea Market, Glenwood Flea Market. Man,
so how many stores did you actually have at one time operating?
12.
12 at one time. That's big.
Hell of a store.
That's big.
Yeah,
We had 12 SoundScan stores. We were like the largest retail chain in Atlanta at one time.
Yeah, that's big.
Well, we was the largest independent retail chain.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Figure y'all a fun fact about Big Oomp. All right. This nigga old school, right?
That nigga hustler.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna tell you why about the regular store, right? I'm gonna tell you why I said nigga old school, right? This nigga don't use no electronics. That nigga paying the paper, bro. Listen, man, still to this, man, order, listen, dog, for real. I say, why you, listen, I used to coach, like I said, I used to coach for Oomp, right? So, you know me, I'm all with this shit, especially with football, right? So, I used to always be like, hell no, Oomp, let's goddamn, Oomp. And I used to be like, nah, Parlay, we ain't doing that. Nah, that's too much. I don't want to go through the headache. And see me, every day. Man, let's go out of town, man. We wouldn't do this. Won't be like, Parlay, that too much. I'm like, man, you should do stuff the old school way. We get to the office. I say, that's how you still do your stuff on paper? He say, Parlay, I still do it the same way. I say, now that's.
You know how everybody use their phones? Yeah. I still get up every morning with a pen and paper and make my things to do list. Every morning.
But you know they said that's the best way to accomplish a goal is to write it down.
Oh, that's my life.
And to visualize it every day. So we hearing that it works in person. So you might want to start writing your stuff down, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
It been working for how many years for you?
My whole life.
Shit, you about to stick
I
with it.
still wholesale to like 14 stores out of town. I still take their orders with pen and paper. Most people probably have a computer or iPad or laptop. Taking the order, you know how they do it. Emails, and I'm still calling the phone with my pencil and paper, taking that order like old school.
Old school, but it working, man. Hey, salute
Works
you,
for
man.
me.
I salute you for real.
So after Major Bank, y'all got Jelly going. If y'all had Jelly going, then it was Major Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Major Bank, what was next? Intoxicated?
Nah, what was next after Major Bank was Sammy Sam.
Sammy Sam.
Sam.
Hitman Sammy Sam.
Hitman Sammy Sam.
Hey, Sammy Sam was a fool. He was a handful.
Stone cold.
He was a handful of dog.
Yes.
Sammy was a real handful of dog.
Hey, man, he still is. I talked to him a couple of days ago. Sure, that joker still is the handful. He about to come home, I think, in July, though.
Free Sammy Sam,
Oh,
man.
Sammy Sam come home in July?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey,
2
man.
years.
Hey, man, 10-year deal. He coming home. Free Sammy Sam on his July, man.
Yes, sir.
Good shit. It's good shit. It's good shit. Okay, so then Sammy Sam came. What was your first big record with Sammy Sam?
So Sammy Sam in 1996, I put out Major Bank in 96. Then I dropped an EP on Sammy Sam in 97. And then I dropped the album called Last Man Standing in 98. But his single off that was Riding With Some Players.
Rhyme with some players.
ATL.
MLS.
Real L's. Real G's. And we out there get that cheese.
Yeah,
It became a hit. Atlanta hit.
Well, who always
Hit the
on that song
radio.
with him?
It was just him.
It was just him. It was just him. It was just him.
It became a hit.
That's what they call the real Atlanta back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real Atlanta. The real Atlanta.
Became a hit. And then that blew up. Then he went to jail and came back out. And then I put out him again. Put out an album called Knuckle Up.
Knuckle up, boy.
Knuckle Up,
Knuckle
boy.
Up, boy.
Yeah, I put that album out. Then right after that, I dropped the Loco album and Intoxicated.
They said Loco used to be on some 3 Cent Mafia shit.
I was Intoxicated. Loco is like a lyricist.
A lyricist.
Yeah, 3 Cent Mafia was Intoxicated, crunk shit and all that.
That lead shot and Be Real.
Bossy and
Bossy.
Be Real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Simpson. That West Side right there.
2050 shout to
2050 shout out and Beasley, man.
These
For
used to
real,
get it
for
turned
real.
up.
Okay, so when did Southern Style DJs come about?
Southern Style the name itself, probably in the 2000s maybe. Cause we started to like getting DJs. Like we had DJs all out of town, Southern Style, repping Southern Style DJs. We had more DJs in Atlanta. We started working on it, trying to grow it and make it big, but we ended up starting up this syndicated radio show in the mix of trying to do that. And the syndicated show kind of took off and really took all our attention. And we put a lot of attention into that. So the Southern Style DJ, I don't want to say it was around 2000, I can believe. I can't remember the exact year. But it's,
So Southern Style DJ was MC Assault, Jelly, Monte,
Aunt was in Southern Style DJ. He's not in Southern Style DJs no more, but it's like just really them three. That's who still make the mixtapes.
Okay,
Yeah.
still making
It's really all about the mixtapes.
Yeah, still to this day.
Yeah.
Still to this day. So when did Monte come about? So I heard Monte been around since he was young too.
Yeah, Monte been around since he was 15 years old. He was
So
still
y'all
in high
get-
school.
So y'all get Monte in all the clubs.
Yeah.
Bun rushing.
Going to the booty club, underage. Yep. So
What strip clubs would y'all go to? Like I know Nicky's and
Jelly DJ'd at Nicky's,
Yeah.
Magic City, the one Gentleman's Club. Jelly done DJ'd a bunch
them
of
were
them
all the
clubs
good
back in
clubs.
the
Hey,
day.
Lay,
Yeah.
that when Atlanta was Atlanta.
See, I don't see. I know them clubs, but see, I ain't get a chance to go to them clubs. See, back when 321, I was a little too young. I missed it by a little bit.
Yeah.
559 missed it by a little bit. Yeah, I missed it by a little bit.
You ain't go to 559?
Nah, I missed it by a little bit.
559.
Are you for real? You young?
Hey,
Yeah, but see,
listen, he would have got the fight in 5-5-9 within 5 minutes.
But you got.
He wouldn't have made
I
it.
moved too though. Remember, I moved to Tennessee,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't move back from Tennessee until I was in 10th grade. So when I came back in 10th grade, it wasn't no more 3-2-1 and 5-5-9.
So you missed the Nike Pavilion too?
No, I went to the Nike Pavilion. I definitely caught the Nike Pavilion. I caught the Crystal Palaces. I caught the Bankhead Bounces. See, I caught them. But see,
You was going to the atrium?
Yeah, I was going to the atrium.
Okay.
You see the atrium. That's about when
Jenna used to do all. Yeah, they used to do all the big crunk parties out there.
Yeah, see, because that's where I think they were Screaming Rip used to be at there in the atrium. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, back then, West Side niggas didn't really go to the East Side like that at all.
No, you're right.
But see, I did because my family is originally from East Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I was cool with going over there. But I ain't
Man,
catch
Jelly had that 5-5-9 instead of 5, bro. You had to let the traffic be all the way to the expressway, getting off the expressway trying to get the 5-5-9.
But you had to be somebody back then, even park your car.
Yeah,
To get in that parking lot.
You're the same side of the room.
So did you ever come to any of the parties that we used to do at the bounce?
Hell yeah. But see,
You couldn't get out the expressway coming to the
but
bounce.
see, you know,
back
I'm
then.
from Boy Home, so you know, we walked to the bounce.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I was bounce day. I was probably like 15, 16. About 15, 16.
Yeah, we did
I'm
some
too
big
young to get
parties
in.
at the 5-5-9, 321,
I remember Oomp County house parties.
Nike Pavilion.
I remember the house parties.
Yeah. You ever come to the stuff we used to do at the park? Most of the park. You ever been to one of them?
Yes.
Oh, you don't think I don't perform at that before on the stage out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this. So then, okay, then Monte came, and then, so after Intoxicated, what was Intoxicated biggest songs?
Get 'em, shawty, get 'em. DUI and every kind of which way. Let's see what else. Every kind of which way. Get 'em, shawty.
Walk It.
get 'em. Walk it. Yep. Walk it like I wanna walk it. Talk it like I wanna talk it. Slang it like I wanna slang it. Bring it like I wanna bring it. That's right.
Okay,
Yep.
now listen, because that song was on fire, especially in the streets. Then you had the Migos came, then they made the Walk It.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reaction? Did you hear about that song before they made it, or you just heard it when it came out?
No. They just put it out, and then social media tore in their ass. Like, shoot, we woke up to thousands and thousands and thousands of comments all across social media that they done stole the song. We woke up to social media, 'cause I think they must have dropped it at night, because the next morning, it was people screenshotting me comments from everywhere, saying Migo done stole they song and singing the hook. Man, it was deep. It was a lot going on that first couple of days, man. Like people was expressing themselves big time.
So what was your reaction when you first heard the light?
Oh my! When I first heard it, I was like, "Damn, Coach didn't call me." But I didn't think none of it, honestly, man. And crazy to say, about 3 days later, Coach called me. He called me, and right after that, the Migos manager called me. So we ended up discussing something. You know, we worked it out.
Well, I didn't get on Big Oomp stand because I ain't get no call from Cocaine either.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the funny shit
I'm
about
talking about the white t-shirt song.
He's so
Yeah, he
calm,
calm.
bro. I ain't never met nobody that's calm as he is.
Who?
He just humble as fuck.
No, listen, he's like that, I would say 70, 75% of the time until you see him on Saturday afternoon on that football field. What you see a whole new, what you see? You want to see, if you want to see a piece of the, we dropping the time. So hold No, listen though. Listen, I talk to my dog a lot. See, like I say, Oomp is a mentor to me. So a lot of things that I want to do and think about, I call Oomp and I ask him a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because his opinion, I know it means something because he come from where I come from, and this is what I'm trying to get to. So anytime he get a chance to pop his shit though, my dog is gonna pop his shit. Let me tell you. So for 3 years straight in football, right? I'm gonna come out there. He gonna have his red Nike shorts on. He gonna have his blue Nike shorts on. Or he gonna have his white Nike shorts on. All right. And he gonna have his blue Ben Hill hood on. He gonna have his red Ben Hill hood on. He gonna have his white Ben Hill hood on. And the black one. And he gonna have his shin socks on. And he gonna have his kicks, right? All right. He dressed like this every time you see him. He ain't no clothes on that. So about 3 years, I'm like, oh, the hell, Unc be doing? Unc must have fell off or something. What the hell ain't we goddamn doing in there? Only thing I said, well, earring. Everybody got jewelry. What the hell going on? Hey, man, we had that banquet.
He got them shoulders.
Hey, man, Unc came, he put them pieces on. You know he had them pieces.
Yeah.
Unc put them pieces on, come back, get in that whip. That being, put that fur on. Oh, hold on. Championship game. Every championship game, my dog in the field with the fur. Don't play with him. As soon as he get cold, he put the fur. Every time he gonna pop his shit.
Oh, he ain't hit the phone with that beak on this,
What?
man.
What? The real one. Not the play the real one.
Real deal.
So listen.
Hold on. How long was the meat? Like,
No, it's a short.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta think, Uncle big man, so he got a big meat.
It took a lot of minks to make that motherfucker.
So I'm saying it's so funny, right? So me and wife and me and Nisha, we chilling, we watching the thing. She's like, "Hey, look at it right here. Watch, she showed it to me. He come, he get in the whip, drop the top. What he say, baby? They say it's a nice day. Time to drop the top. Time to drop the top. Huh? They want me to drop the top. Hey. Oh man. Hey, get what? I always be saying, hey, I want the old one back. See, cause listen, with the football game, right?
Oh yeah, that was his thing. I want the old.
One back.
Oh my god.
I want the old one back.
I
want the old one back. But I'm saying it's so funny, and this is why I say he helped me a lot because all the shit I used to be saying, I didn't used to really understand why he didn't really used to want to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I got me a 7-on-7 program called Peachtree Elite. And the first year I did it, I had one team. You know what I'm saying? I would humbly say that I'm the reason that everybody in Metro Atlanta do 7-on-7. Because his first year I did 7-on-7 with the Gwinnett dog, and we whooped ass. And we had fun doing it. The next year we had so much success that I ended up having a program. So I ended up having 6 teams, and I ended up having 96 kids. And see, the thing about having a program, for everybody who listens to about I'm going to do a football program, it ain't that easy. You see, because once you have a coach who ain't doing something at one age group, the parents ain't going to talk to the coach. They're going to hit you. Mm-hmm. So now you got 96 people hitting you about all type of problems. Every week, I just hit Uncle say, you told me, dog. You told me. He just started laughing. I said, you told me, dog. You told me it was a headache, dog. I went and got my own team. First year head coach. I just asked hey, we gonna get this kid good. We need to go get this kid good. We need to go do this. I'm be like, man, I don't want no problem, parlay, man. I pick these kids by their parents. You know what I'm saying? I pick the parents. And I be like, well, man, they gonna, whatever you say they're gonna do, you right? I be thinking the same thing. Parlay on with that. They gonna rock with it. Man, I get that team, boy. I go get all the studs I can.
Yeah.
So I call man, what I need to do, dog? Cause I don't know. I ain't gonna make it past the season.
Get their money back.
You know what I'm saying? No, I had a few people leave, but I learned so much because every time I was going through these situations, I would hear Ump's voice play in my head. You see what I'm saying? I would always hear it play in my head, dog. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we got a segment of the show that we call OG Said, right?
Yeah.
And it could be something that grandma, uncle, daddy, cousin, the J, somebody that somebody told you that really stuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And my saying, I'm gonna say my saying for the day is I remember somebody said that you can live an old man or you can die young. And I really didn't understand that a lot until I started to get older. And I started to say, you know what, I can't put myself in this situation no more because now I got more to lose. And I'm trying to get somewhere. Then I have people depending on me. Then I have people watching me. That's the thing I don't think they understand. You know what I'm saying? That people, when you're in a successful position or if you're a big homer, you get money in your projects, you got a lot of people watching your behaviors and stuff that you do. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take these time to lead. So guess what OG said. Any kind of saying.
Well, man, so my best OG saying, and really, this ain't the best to repeat, but it's OG talk. So
it ain't really fake.
My best, right, for me, that done roll with me all this time was, because I done had my days before now where, you know, I ain't care. You know, everybody, if you from the street, you done did some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But my dad told me when he first found out I was in the streets, right? He was like, two things, right? He said, you won't make it in these streets alone. You're going to have to get you some help, right? So, I know a lot of people, you know, in EFI. Well, honestly, EFI is some help.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's some help to people if you in that life. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to EFI, but it's other people out there that you go see. They, you know, not I'm with God, but it's other people out there that you can go deal with that's gonna help give you a mental covering, and you know if you believe in it, it really works. You know what I mean? So for me, my dad had put me in that life like 18 years old. So my whole street life, I lived that extra life going to see these people with a covering, you know, keeping something around your house, something in your pocket, like all that stuff really, you got to believe in it and it means something, you know what I mean? It took me this far. I never been it kind of make you be like, man, that shit real, bro. Because after you done did something and say, so certain things that I done, and I was like, Lord, I'm about to go to prison. I go see them people, man. They be like, yo, woo, 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 woo. They do what they do. Give me what I got, and it's going to be okay. And, hey, shoot, man. It done lasted me this long, you know what I mean? So, and the other thing my dad always told me was, if you're going to go do something, do it by yourself.
Goddamn self.
You ain't going to tell on yourself. You know what I mean? So that's what I done rolled out with.
All right, we'll stop it. We need to stop it.
I got the largest one, 128.
What is it?
I got the 128. Yeah, they got 30 minutes on. But they in 4K though.
Yeah, folk. Yeah, take it down if we got to. Take it down. So we can get more on them.
Because really, it's not gonna resonate across the TV unless somebody has 4K TV.
I mean, y'all just shoot everything high resolution anyway.
Do 1080.
All right, so shit, Pop, goddamn, we need your goddamn OG said today. Give me your, what's your OG
Hey,
said?
it was one like we were saying earlier, like with a lot of people. You can walk a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. A lot of these kids.
And if it died from staring at his own reflection, that's on the horse.
That's on you. You can tell a motherfucker to do this and do that, but guess what? They gotta want to do it.
Gotta want to do it, dog.
Yeah. That's
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? OG Talk, still here with Big Oomp. You know what I'm saying? Talking about legendary shit. Like I say, this OG Talk the podcast, right? So, you know, we gotta get a youngin' something they like too, though. So, is it safe to say that you are the Atlanta Suge Knight?
Atlanta Suge Knight. I take that.
Yeah. And see, the reason I say this because the word that I got from everybody who I ever known, you said, never tell no. Say, niggas don't tell no. Say, ain't no. Case in point. Give you the story. I'm gonna give y'all a story. All right? I'll give y'all a story. No got the music pumping. Jelly on the radio, 107.9.
Yeah.
All right. So the song going crazy in the mix show. All right. But they ain't putting it in rotation. So that's what I like about my dog. He's always respectful with whatever he do. So I can only imagine how he was telling niggas back then, hey, listen, man, you need to goddamn, don't be on this block when we come out here. I'm just thinking, but he hit the people up. Hey, man, I want to holler at y'all, have a meeting with y'all. They throw him, push him to the side. Say, oh, send another email. Hey, man, y'all didn't hit me, man. We need send him to the side. Right? Take it. This is at a time, y'all, where only way you got in the music if you was a mainstream label or an artist signed to a mainstream. Wasn't no underground stuff going on. All right? So, Oomp feel like they trying to play him. So Oomp send an email to these people say, since y'all don't want to meet with me, I'm going to come meet with y'all. Say, Big Oomp, go down to the radio station. Say he sit in the meeting. Level voice. Say whatever he was saying was cool. But they say, fuck what Oomp was saying. It was the look on his face. They said at the end of the meeting, they were like, don't worry about it, Oomp. We're going to put it on the radio. They ain't saying nothing about no money. They ain't saying nothing about none of that shit.
You got it.
Did that happen like that, Oomp?
Well, after the beginning of, when they found out, shoot,
Yeah, we know.
it got to that point.
It got to be explained.
It got to that point. But at first, it wasn't that easy.
They say, it don't matter what it is. If Oomp say that's what going on, that's what going
That's
on.
what got to go on.
That's what got to go on, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I remember they saying back then too that, I know a good friend of yours that I know too personally, and my dog, but that's your dog. I talked to him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He said he was gonna come up here. You know what I'm saying? He said he doing what? He said if he come and do an interview, he say, oh, I gotta come up there because Big don't come out. Say Big, you know what I'm talking about? He say Big don't come out. He said I gotta come up there with Big. So at my dog, you know what I'm saying? I say, my dog say, Paula, you know what? Some real shit is, he say, I always been with whatever with dog. He say, but I ain't never seen dog have no problems. I say, hold on, so you say he ain't never, he say, bro, dog ain't never got, dog ain't really, like, he like personally, just dog. He say, dog ain't never had no problems. And I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, because I'm telling you, you're a big mentor to me. I see a lot of myself in you, if that makes sense. Even though I know you're older, but because when I see you, I see a person that anybody I ask speak highly of you. Everybody know do business with you, love it, say they'll do business with you again. Niggas who I know, who know you from me 5 years old, McKenna back that, say you never went out like no bitch. You always handle your business. And I see myself the same way. It ain't too many people, ain't nobody you can't say nothing about. Lay did this, he pillow talk, he was doing this, he went out bad. So that's why I see a lot of you in me. But when he said that, I don't got into with a shitload of niggas. You see what I'm saying? So that is amazing to me for somebody to be in the streets, to do all the things that y'all was doing, and to be in the industry and to have force and say, man, look, I ain't taking no for else. So this is what we got going on, and to never have no problems. You see what I'm saying? That's big.
I've been blessed, man. I got to say I've been blessed because, there's some knuckleheads out there. You know what I mean? But, so starting back in the day when we first started in the streets, man, we was a notorious street gang. Like, we didn't, we laid the law down, you know what I mean? Like, we was so to a point, you go in charge disco, you go to the Blue Room on Friday, you already know that me fire them over there. So when we get there, you got to get your ass up and get. Everywhere we went, we had our section, and niggas see us come, they know they got to move. So it started back in the day, and it just traveled, and it stayed with me. And then I've been surrounded by killers. You know me, my crew is niggas kill you. You know what I mean? They the shit for real. And the early days when we had issues, we came deep and we straightened it. You know what I'm saying? One know we didn't straighten it. And, just a reputation lasted to now. You know what I mean? You see how it is? We go to these parks. Yeah. Play football, we go beat these folk ass, 30 to zip, 40 to zip. Them young niggas be out there, they mad. They little boys on the team, they little nephew, but they got respect enough not to goddamn step to us sideways. We ain't had to beat nobody up at the park or nothing like that. And we go in there and beat these four ass and leave they park.
Hey, listen, I know Uncle used to be like, what the hell is Parlay gonna do today? Uncle used to get, listen, I'm telling you, man, Uncle used to get a million calls about me. Cause I used to fuck, first of all, I used to fuck them kids up with their bag. They little head
Man, yeah.
They little head dummy.
Yeah.
Boom. I kid. So then
You out of control.
we're in the 8U championship, right? That's why I always be saying, like, I want the old Unc back. So one time he gave me the green light. He gave me the old Unc green light, right? It's 8U championship. We playing our brothers in our park.
Okay.
So we got two teams in our age group. And we the blue and they the red. All right. So we end up playing them in our championship in our league. You know what I'm saying? And my homie Coach Wu, he's the coach of them. And Wu, he a street nigga too. And he like to talk shit. So we practicing the whole week. The whole week we practicing on this side of the field. So they'll walk by and he'll have his kids talking shit to all my kids, all our kids and shit, right? So I'm like, all right. Earlier
Cause both of us undefeated that year.
Yeah.
1 year prior to that, when we was 7U, we ended up playing our big brother team who was 8U, and they was supposed to be predicted to win our league. You know what I'm saying? But we played them, and the first time we played them was homecoming, and they ran up on us when we came out the banner, and had all our boys shook, bro.
Yeah.
They was shook, and I'm mad. You know, I'm like, no, you better get it. So the next year come, I say in my hand, that's what I'm finna do. So I say, hey, big. I say, hey, big. Nigga been talking all that shit. I say, man, when White and them did last year, I said, I'm finna sit them nigga on. He was like, hell yeah, get him. Get him. We'll be talking that shit. Hell yeah. Listen, we come out, we playing that, what we playing at? Fairburn. We playing that Fairburn. They come out, they're banner. We the home team. So we come out our banner. Our whole team's in the middle of the field, right? In the line. So I'm telling them, as soon as they come out the banner, go get them.
Go tackle them.
Nah, I just want them. Nah, just run up on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the other team did. They ain't tackle us.
Yeah.
They just, as soon as we come out the paper, we just see a whole bunch of kids running to us.
Yeah.
It was shocking. So I'm trying to do the same thing. Man, them kids come out that banner pie. All our kids just poof, 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 poof.
So they did the shit I just said.
Yes, pie. They done busted one kid nose before the game. He don't even want to play.
Oh, Lord.
But I'll never forget that, man. Cause he gave me the old green light on that right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's some shit now.
So then let's get back into your success with the Big Records, okay? Start the label. You get like 12 stores.
TV show.
TV show?
Yeah.
Well, this is back then too?
We had a TV show, Oomp Count Live, for 11 years.
Oh, show did. Oomp Count Live. Okay, you got it. How to forget Oomp Count Live?
Yeah, the TV show, exactly.
So you got Oomp Count Live. Jelly is on the radio. Monte on the radio. Got all these records moving. Then you get then you got successful record label. Got your music in rotation. You got all the chicken circuits. You got all the mom and pop stores. How many CDs, mix CDs, was y'all selling?
Oh my God, man. So we were selling thousands of mix CDs. So we had our 12 record stores that was doing 2,000-3,000 a week each. Then we wholesale our CDs to every record store in Atlanta. All the record stores sold our stuff. And then I was wholesaling to over 100 stores out of town. So I don't know, man.
That's a record company.
Thousands.
Yeah.
CDs. Thousands CDs.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Too, I'm trying to forget too. I'm gonna tell you what else. I'm gonna tell you some Suge Knight shit he did that I remember about. I'm thinking about it too, though. I'm thinking about it. It just hit what I was thinking about, right? Tell us about the time that they fired Monte and you got him his job back.
Yep. So they fired Monte on the radio, and Monte called me and was like, man, they done fired, they done let me go. And I said, what for? I forgot what he told me for. So I was said, well, did somebody talk? Did they even try to talk to me about it? He's like, nah, they just let me go. So I said, well, who let you go? So he told me who it was. I said, man, how can I get in touch with this dude? Got me the number. I hit the dude up. Dude said, I don't take meetings with record execs. I said, well,
Oh shit.
I'm not exactly a record exec. I said, y'all fired my DJ. Nobody talked to me. Somebody needs to talk to me. I said, because other than that, man, Monte can't be fired without it going through me. And he was like, well, I don't take meetings. So I said, well, I'll call you back tomorrow. You figure it out. Monte not fired. I don't know, man. So I called back the next day, and dude was setting up a meeting, telling me to meet him at, I think it was like 1 or 2 o'clock. And he said when I would have sat down at the table with him at the restaurant and shook his hand, it's like, Big Oomp. I said, yes, sir. He's like, yeah, man, I thought I was going to take this meeting because I ain't want you breaking my DJ arm. It was a joke.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, man, I appreciate the meeting, man. I was like, I managed Monte. Nobody reached out to me. They had a problem with Monte. So I gave him this whole background about, how we did so much for this city, how I've done so much for that radio station when it first came to Atlanta. And I was like, I just didn't see no way for Monte to be fired. So we ended up talking. He was pretty tough at first, but he saw that I was firm about really what I was saying.
Yeah.
And, we can do this way, or it's going to be done this other way.
So was your tone the same like how it is now?
Yeah. But it was I was very firm with him.
Yeah.
Look at him in the eye like you're supposed to take care of your business.
Yeah.
Business. He got the picture. We had a great understanding, and after the meeting, Monte was back on the radio.
Salute.
So the meeting, it worked out the way it supposed to.
Okay, so listen. Cause that's what I like the most. Cause this is some shit I would have probably said. Say you used to pull up, tell them, we sitting outside the radio. We can be outside your house.
Now that happened too. That was on another program I read. They did. I said, you want me to be at your house when you walk out in the morning? I will. Like, you can take my meeting. We can do this way, or we can do it the other way. Like, either way it go, you going to deal with me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a gangster if I got to go the other way.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a problem for you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you a question there. Why do you feel like, especially in the industry, like when they mention a lot of these, like they had these reunions and they do all this talking about artists and big labels in the city, why do you feel like they leave out Big Oomp?
Out of sight, out of mind. Like, so when 2005 came, like when BMF came and hit the streets, I fell off the streets.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like they had so much going on, and I disappeared, man. I didn't want to be, because Baby D had got with them, you know what I mean? And Baby D was repping Oomp Camp BMF when he first got, like,
You made a business decision.
Yeah, so he had clothes and Oomp Camp in the front, BMF in the back. Like, he was rocking with them so hard, and I was like, man. So I'd already been through the heat, you know what I mean? Like I foresaw I saw that coming to that, you know what I mean?
Streets, one thing I can say, not to cut you off with the street shit, if you're a street dude, right, especially when you get to a federal level, I had buddies that was in the feds that were calling me like, hey, bro, but these folks in here asking a question about them. Like, that's one thing about the feds. Like, they go to the prisons to try to get people, because who better to come testify on you than motherfuckers that's already in there that's
so
convicted.
when they came, I fell off. Like, I was like, man, I can't be out, you know what I mean? Because at that time, we was still moving around and stuff, and I just felt like, man, it's just too vulnerable for me to even, you know, get in that mix right there. I already done beat the system, you know what I mean? So I fell all the way off, and I've been off since. I'm just now starting my record label back up, like this year, you know what I mean? I'm just now coming back around. I'm just not doing interviews.
Yep.
I first did my first interview, I think last year. That lady said, we couldn't find nothing on you, Big Oomp. I'm like, yeah, I don't do interviews. I don't do none of that stuff. But I'm just now coming out the woodworks.
No, you are. And see, then even on what you were saying, how they don't never mention Oomp. Even when it comes to this city of Atlanta, I don't feel like they give Oomp his roses. I feel like they salute him for what he did, but I don't feel like they should pay homage like they should. Because if it weren't for y'all paid the way for independent record labels.
Well, see, the young people don't understand. These youngest now, they don't even know the history of none of that. You know what I mean? Unless they watch some interviews or something. Because how can they know? You know what I mean? They so young. These jokers in their 20s.
Yeah.
About to be 50 this year. Like that, they just don't know. You know what I mean? They just don't know. If they don't do no reading or listen to somebody, there's no way for them to know.
I feel like even when it comes to Atlanta, period, and especially the newer Atlanta, from my time, especially after the mid 2000s, I don't think the industry really give us our just due anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because when Monte came with the Walk It Out, and we came with the White Tee, Lean With It, Raw With It, and D4L came, like, that music changed what hip-hop was.
Oh, yeah, changed the culture.
That shit changed.
It was a whole era.
It was a whole era. And that was in, 2004?
I remember us dropping a whole series of mixtapes called The Pool Palace, Bankhead. Like, it was a whole series of just that whole movement of that music on Bankhead, snap music, all that stuff. Like, we got several series of mixtapes, just that whole era of that music right then.
But it's 2021, and people and that music still is emulated and duplicated. Everything you hear on TikTok sound like it came out the Pool Palace. These is facts. If I'm lying, please correct me. But don't nobody ain't say nothing about that. And I kind of feel like it's the same reason, out of sight, out of mind. I don't think people's talking about it enough. I don't think there's enough conversations about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what we here to do on OG Talk, man. Bring these real life conversations to give you the history on Atlanta and some of these youngins, so y'all know who paved the way for y'all.
Bridge the gap.
And, you know,
Just out of
bridge the
sight,
gap.
because I'm thinking now, like, the music side, I've been out, but as far as Oomp Squad and the football, this is a whole movement that's been alive for 17 years straight. And why Big Oomp Records and all that been on the silent mode, you know, quiet, because ain't nothing been going on. Like, the last hit record we had was in 2006.
Yeah, then
Walk It Out, and then Two Step.
And then he went from two a key to killer dogs to two little bitty puppies.
He be like Sammy said, Big Oomp, you done got soft. You too soft now, Oomp. You too soft.
Low. I swear, I knew you weren't soft because when I tried to do some research on you, man, dudes would say shit. They'd be like, man, I'm calling you back. I tell you, they give you some bullshit. They weren't going.
tell you why.
They weren't going no kind of detail.
They don't know if don't even want them saying that shit. So it's just like, you know what? I don't even know what to say. But let's just show the level of respect and what.
Yeah, for facts.
And we're gonna give you your flowers while you're here, dog.
Yeah.
Give you claps, give you gunshots. Fucking bum. We doing all this shit, dog.
Because niggas will usually have a lot to say about a motherfucker. Oh yeah, but boy, a nigga was like, shh. Like, nigga had it. I'm like,
But then I ain't never did no foul stuff.
No, but I'm
I
saying,
ain't
like,
never been a slime cat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never robbed a nigga. I ain't never set a nigga up. Like, from the streets until now, I always just been 100 about everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything I do.
Then I'm tell you one thing about Big too. If you about your business, dog, and you really doing what you're doing and your work is proven, Big gonna fuck with you.
yeah, fact.
It's one thing I know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the land of opportunity, man.
Fact.
You fuck with me, you got a chance to be something.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm going to give you the hands open and support you to do whatever your dream is.
Yeah, also,
Parlay shot a movie. Parlay,
Yeah,
like, I write
Parlay.
movies and shit.
Sure
I
They
financed
do
a movie. Parlay got a whole movie.
Sure did.
Oh, yeah, Parlay.
Yep.
I ain't gonna do that shit.
Sure did. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? And see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that having you on here is such a big thing, because the people who gonna see this, it'll open their eyes up. It'll help them listen more. It'll help them be able to have somebody to look up to, because I don't think that they have any good mentors. Because half the niggas who have the look either ratting or flexing. One or the other. You see what I'm saying? And they ain't who they say they is. And then when you find that out, now these young niggas like, man, that shit fake. So now the next person who present something this way, the kid's gonna be looking at it sideways. But really, the real ones is sitting back. They ain't into none of this stuff. So I want to take, like I say, we want to take the time in OG Pie to bring y'all real ones out, to give y'all flowers while y'all here, to tell y'all stories, you know what I'm saying, so these kids can relate to it and have something to follow by it. And then maybe, you know what I'm saying, have you be able to mentor somebody else. You see what I'm saying?
I want to say one thing, though, you know, for the people who watching, young, old, whatever. If you're a person in the streets, man, or just got a person with an attitude that's ready to get to it ASAP, off any wrong comment, any wrong eye rolling at you, step on your feet, you know, road rage, blowing the horn at you. If you in that position mentally where you able to snap in seconds, man, try to find a way, man, to rethink your actions, man, because so many people are dying so fast, man, off fast reactions, when really they could just take 1 second, man, and just think about what they about to do, man, and just, you know, like for me, I done got older, so you're not really a punk, coward, lame, sucker, and all this old stuff if you hear something and act like you don't hear it. You can stay out of trouble more, you know what I mean? Nigga might call you something crazy. If you act like you don't hear it, you out of trouble. If you hear it, you're going to react. That's trouble. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, I tell people now, especially the ones around me, man, if they ain't putting their hands on you, man, just try to act like you don't hear it. Because if you act like you don't hear it, man, you can move and live another day. You know what I mean? So I just want people to, man, to start thinking twice, another second, man, before they react, man. Because these jokers killing these people, man. These jokers firing these niggas up so fast, it's crazy, man.
Big facts.
I got another OG said, because I'm listening, and I got this from Oomp. Oomp told me 4 seconds of anger, get your 100 years in jail.
Lifetime of pain.
Lifetime of pain. And we're going to end it like that.
Hey,
This
right.
is OG Talk the Podcast, Big Oomp and this motherfucker.
Fucker.
This your boy Parlay.
Hey, I'm OG Pie.
And if it ain't real,
It's
it's fake.
fake. Hey,
All
man,
right.
salute.
They say it's a drought.